I don't think it's any realization that technology can be expensive, and the cost for technology that businesses have had to bear over the last 10, 20 years has just increased, right? There are some areas where costs have definitely gone down. It's actually cheaper to buy hardware than it used to be. Cloud services now have the potential to save significant money compared to running a data center or a hosted environment. So there's certainly opportunities where we've seen cost changes, but the bottom line is technology is expensive. Let's not kid ourselves on that. We all know that to be the case. Having said that, that doesn't mean that more is always better, and it doesn't mean that every year you should see technology costs keep going up, particularly in excess of your growth of the business as a whole, whether that's from a revenue or a headcount perspective. So there's a couple of ways you can kind of deal with that. I mean, there's some obvious ones. Make sure that whatever you are buying that you're actually using. If you're not using something, find a way to get rid of it, right? Or find a way to use it properly or get rid of it. That's the obvious one. The second one, having lots and lots of providers, so sort of a best of breed or a point solution across your company, a bunch of different companies doing one or two things, can often cost more. It might be necessary, and I'm not saying you can get one provider to do everything. We at Plow don't do everything when it comes to technology. There's too much of it, and frankly, neither does anybody else. So it's not that simple where you can just get one solution provider to do everything. But if you could find a way to collapse some of the services into certain vendors, you'll get better pricing, and you'll have less complexity, right? So you have better luck with the technology that you are buying in terms of it doing what you need it to do. And then I think lastly, making sure that you're paying attention, making sure that you've got your business people paying attention to the invoices they're getting. If there's professional services being provided, making sure that those are necessary and that those expenses are tracked, because those variable costs can certainly get away from you if you don't have somebody looking at them. And it doesn't mean the providers are trying to take advantage of you. It can happen without good oversight. So I think those are some things to think about in an effort to try to at least keep a lid on IT costs as hopefully as you're growing and as your business continues to expand.